today? Today is Monday, July 14th, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a water element day, which means working with our own traumas and those of others. Journaling is a good thing to do. Feeling your feelings is a good thing to do. Water day.
Up your skirt.
No, and I mean I have a it's a skirt.
Oh.
I pretty much always wear skirts, but thanks for keeping an eye on things. It's good. Good thinking.
It's all right with me. I don't care.
I know. I don't want to get I don't want our channels to get a ding though because it thinks I'm being Sharon Stone. I mean, I guess you might notice that like I never tried I always tried to anytime we planned anything, I always was trying to do it after 11. And now you're seeing why. You see why I, kind of plan my days the way I do, and you just hadn't experienced before when I'm like, I can't.
Well, and I
continued to, I mean, every once in a while, and you're just going to have to ask me a question now and then. Like, Brian's always asking me, well, how am I supposed to know? I'm like, well, in general, I am available to you, but I am asking you to hold anything that's not time sensitive, to write it down or whatever, because if you ask me when I'm not available, I'm not going to give you as good of an answer. But if it truly is simple or it truly is time sensitive, then I don't want you to be afraid of talking to me, or I don't even like the word interrupt. It's just my flow is I'm in a certain flow until like 11:30, and until then it's hard for me to shift out of it. That's all. But you see already, I'm not like more like ding ding ding. I can talk. I can have a full thought. So, but thank you for doing your best and trying to love me the way I benefit. I thrive, and I really want a better. So where are we? We should probably always rename the gene key we're in just to make it easy.
We are in gene key number 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to reread the half of the paragraph.
Yeah, whatever part is important. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that we do that.
We now have attained our zenith as thinkers and are preparing for another great leap, the leap into a new biological awareness rooted in the nerve ganglia of the solar plexus. You have to understand where you have come from if you are to see where you are going. And where you are going is into the awareness of the unity and oneness of all beings. Yep. It is such a paradox. You have never left this state of oneness, yet the operating system within human biology does not currently allow you to feel this continual sense of connection. It's tempting to look at so-called primitive human awareness that of the Aboriginal tribal groups still left across our planet and dream of the return to that primal awareness that existed long ago before the human brain developed so rapidly. Most Aboriginal cultures do not live with a sense of separation from life itself, so modern human beings are often left with the sense that we have somehow gone adrift. We tend to think that there is something wrong with the direction we have taken, exemplified by the massive technological revolution that is sweeping us before it. But the rapid development of the human brain is a vital bridge to an even greater leap in awareness. Even so, the mind is our great blind spot. In evolving the way it has, it prevents us from inhabiting that older instinctive awareness. And so across the world, a great fear has taken root, the fear that humanity might actually destroy itself.
If you look at it like ego death, it is. Instead of us all actually dying, if we move into a new paradigm, it is as if our old selves have died.
The fear that we are going in a bad direction comes from the second shadow. It is because we now see ourselves as separate from nature that we feel this collective fear, this great collective fear. Our perception dislocates us from the truth. This collective fear pervades our individual lives as well. The second shadow, along with its programming partner, the first shadow of entropy, pulls us away from living in a state of trust and connectedness, and also reinforces this sense of isolation through our actions. Actions that come out of trust have very different results from actions that come out of fear. You think?
Yep. False evidence appearing real.
The former creates more energy for everyone, and the latter takes energy away from everyone. In your personal life, if you allow it, the second shadow will affect every decision you make, pulling you into an interference frequency. This means that you don't appear to be in synchronicity with life, so you miss opportunities that would serve you and end up in repetitive patterns that can be very draining for all concerned. Yep. Shoot. However, the second shadow of dislocation is an integral part of the script for life. It actually allows you to experience being out of the universal flow, even though this experience is an illusion. Ultimately, even the level of frequency that courts chaos is a part of the overall fabric of existence. The second shadow allows you to witness your own helplessness as you seek to escape the feeling of dislocation and loneliness. As soon as you enter deeply into this shadow world with your full and honest awareness, it magically appears to change. This shift in your inner honesty precipitates a leap out of the mind and into a newer and far more expansive awareness. One needs to really grasp this insight. You do not change your reality through doing anything. You do not change your reality through doing anything. One needs to grasp that insight. Duh. Yeah.
It is tough to grasp, though.
Yeah.
It slips right off the mind.
Yeah, we think we're doing something, man.
I think where I'm pretty sure that I'm understanding this in the way that I'll describe it differently. I think it's that doing is the emphasis, and you're not really doing if you are flowing. And so if you're quiet enough and, follow your intuition, that when that inspired action suggestion comes up, that's not doing.
Right.
So that's how I understand that. So you do nothing.
There is a perceptual shift pre-wired into the DNA of every human being, and when it is activated, it occurs in spite of you.
In spite. Can't hold it back.
As an aspect of your biological evolution. At a certain point, your new awareness simply begins to open up. It does so gradually at first, but over time it coincides with a remarkable improvement in the quality of your life. As you see it, so it changes.
So I love that because that helps me feel more confident when I'm like, I'm just holding on until it evolves in spite of you. Go ahead and keep fighting, but I'm just gonna keep hanging out with you until it happens. Because it really relieves me a lot to, like, granted you don't know the length of time because that's whatever, but if you're patient enough, if the people that you really care for, like, if you just are patient enough and you keep, like, opening the space for them to experience something different, then it's inevitable. And I like that.
Yeah. As you see it, so it changes. In the earliest versions of the I Ching that have come down to us, there appear to be quite a few anomalies with the more modern translations and sequences. One of the most interesting of these concerns the ordering of the first and second hexagrams. There is strong evidence that the oldest version began with this second hexagram representing complete yin. So that's what the hexagram looks like.
Oh, I've been wondering what those
Complete
are.
yin.
Okay, so
Okay.
balance.
Complete yin.
Look, we show that symbol. It's fine. Good enough. Okay, that means complete yin, and that's a hexagram. A hexa what?
That's a hexagram, an I Ching hexagram.
Okay,
This book is following the I
Cool.
Ching.
That's awesome, because
the
I think the I
first-
Ching
the
in its
first
original
gene
would be
key
too tough.
Was masculine.
Oh.
Was all masculine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is this also feminine? Is the yin feminine?
This yin is feminine.
Oh, and there's like a little channel for the...
It's right. It's right.
A receiver. Okay.
There's strong evidence the oldest version began with this second hexagram representing complete yin. The patriarchal systems that translated the original text must have swapped the prime yin for the prime yang. Esoterically and mythically, it makes far more sense to begin with the feminine rather than the masculine. Again, it depends on your frequency. At the shadow level, the masculine always comes first, of course.
Well, okay. Okay. That's a really cool... Okay.
Which becomes the way of distrust, separation, and force.
Oh,
The feminine approach, however, is based on unity, surrender, and trust, which are hallmarks of all higher frequencies. Furthermore, one of the translations for the hexagram, known as Kun, K-U-N, is the word field. This is a beautifully apt word to describe this second gene key because it represents the universal field in which we live. To move in harmony with this field is to be oriented, and to move out of harmony with this field is to be disoriented and dislocated. Dude, we read a whole page.
Do you feel like continuing, or do you feel like switching to cards, or?
No, what do you feel?
Noticing that my brain still feels kind of too heavy to give much verbal to it,
Okay.
but I think a card reading would be really cool.
Yeah, I think so. We move into the repressive nature and
okay.
the reactive nature, and so
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah,
and so
let's pause
I think
here.
it's a good time to quit.
Yeah, because I think that's going to be a real rich.
Hi. Wow. I never smelled that before. Wow, we really.
Would it be safe to no? Wait, how would you like? I usually put stuff in vinegar and or baking soda soak, but can that be done to silk?
I'm sure. I don't see why not. It's so interesting that I never smelled that before.
I wonder. You mean like it just never like entered your consciousness, or you just didn't think it smelled?
I just never smelled it before. Yeah.
It
Everybody never went across my olfactory nerves.
Also, everybody who's lived here has said, "Gosh, I really started to notice smells a whole lot differently or more strongly." It's like they're like, "I became more sensitive." I'm like, more aware, not more sensitive. Sensitive's only in relation to everybody else is desensitized. So it's just your awareness is becoming more clear of that particular environmental influence. Oh my gosh, what's this?
It's one of my favorite cards in the whole wide world.
10 of Pentacles, is that what it is?
10 of Pentacles.
Pretty sure I have some concept of what that means, but I look forward to hearing what you've got to say about it.
Well, what I would say about it is it's a complete card. The old granddad is in there, the whole family is in there with dogs and cats and everything else. And there's plenty of wealth to live on. There's plenty of plenty.
Mm-hmm. I've gotten 4 or 4 of them. So many times in the past 24 hours that it's just, or maybe ever since I showed you the edit of that video, and I'm like, holy shit, it's 4:44. Ever since then, like even where I stopped my stopwatch this morning, I mean, it was 4:44. Anyway, so obviously, I mean that goes right with 10 of Pentacles, doesn't it? Okay. I love the what's the light. There's a deck you, Lisa, and I all have, and I love its depiction of 10 of Pentacles. It's so pretty. Yeah. What is that called? I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, light. There's light in
it. Right. Yep.
The wealth of detail of the 10 of Pentacles is as rich as you would expect a card that suggests wealth and satisfaction, not only on the material level, but also spiritual, emotional, and intellectual. Waite called this card wealth. It indicates the richness of family life. It symbolizes inheritance, not only of resources, but of wisdom, experience, and family values. That's so sweet. It also symbolizes the love and support of family. You know, I just love this.
Me too. Oh, so much.
Awesome. I want to write this.
Yeah, the generational aspect I love of that card too. You know, we're now, well, we're not quite living in there's 2 generations in the household right now. But my guess, based on the sort of folks who lately have been sparking or inspired to reach out to me, are in their 30s and 40s. And so I think that's what I would love for the transition room, the room that Shoshana is currently generously holding for us. I think that will be the space where the 30 and 40-year-olds come be in respite for a bit and be around, you know, a grandma figure, a mom figure, a dad figure, but more aunt, uncle, you know, great aunt kind of thing. I'd like to remove the parental aspect because that's just too rife with, but yeah, you see what I mean, like true multi-generational model of a home with a strong foundation we're in our 50s, we've been figuring our shit out, and now we get to be in service, and Lisa and Brian and I teaming up for that. And then anybody who comes would finally get because a vision of like, because if you've never seen it before, you can't imagine it. But if you're like, I need to be around people that are older than me, that are fairly reliable, and when they freak out or something happens, they apologize when, you know, like they reflect, and I can be around them reliably, and they're gonna love me even if I suddenly burst out into some sort of rage fit. But they're not gonna shame me.
Right.
That's what those folks have not gotten to experience more than in glimpses.
Right.
That's one big aspect of healing house. I gotta feed that to Chat GPT. Okay. Okay, what else?
For someone whose children are young adults, the Ten of Pentacles could even serve as grandparents' cards, suggesting that grandchildren are on the way. It also implies a happy retirement and old age.
That I know for sure that's Ainsley. That's not new babies coming in. That's Ainsley really, you know, wanting to return to time with her mom, as well as, you know, get the experience of a grandmother figure. My mom is totally coming back. She's so Ainsley will finally be able to really be around my mom's more grounded presence as she's getting there.
Oh, that's so good.
But yeah, Ainsley, and then Zan, and maybe not Summy. He's going to Japan, and I don't know, he seems to be kind of spreading his wings. But Zan and Nagar, I think, would benefit so much from coming and spending time with you. And to a little bit of an extent me. I'd like them to start feeling more comfortable with me. And so yeah, I hope that they come. There's some dates on the table where Nagar and Zan might come visit. And last night I said to Brian, I'm like, oh my God, it'd be so fun. Nagar comes, I'll get her and Jeanette all set up with all the art shit, and they can just craft and chat and just, you know, do the thing. And because Nagar's never had a friend that's like us. They're all really, her friends have all been really tough and really, really tough places, and coming from her closer to her culture, which has been really hard. Really hard. So I love that Zan and Ainsley figure in the Ten of Pentacles. Cool abundance for all generational. Nice.
I need to get something more to drink. I finished my MCT, and now
Should we go inside? You want to stay outside? Let's go inside. Let's go. You go ahead. Let's go inside.
Oh shoot! No.
What?
I left this card out.
It could go on the altar if you want.